It's nice to hear from you that they're having a change of mind of blaming the poor woman. It seems in a lot of these countries, women get blamed for everything. It's always their fault for whatever goes on. And I guess, we're getting out of it. And America is probably one of the most forward countries in the world of being a woman, of being human, and being able to sort of be part of society, and no one's knocking them off. Everybody likes what we do here as we become CEOs and owning our own business and doing what you're doing. I also, you made a phone call to, I guess it was UCLA, to try to get some help from the doctors there. And there was a Keith Blackwell who actually helped you on this and got things together. How much did this gentleman help you?
Oh, my gosh. When I reached out to find out who could help us with Beloved, with his surgery, I had 2 doctors probably get a hold of me within 2 weeks. I mean, they wanted to donate. If you literally had a child that was your child and you had to find the doctor around the world, here they were in my own backyard here in Los Angeles. Dr. Blackwell and Dr. Azita Day didn't hesitate to say, we're part of this team and we're going to make this happen. And they did an amazing surgery. Beloved surgery was 1 9-hour surgery. That was it. I mean, it was really that beautiful after 9 hours. So,
wow. Yeah. I don't know how they could stay so concentrated after 9 hours, but when you're that dedicated, I guess, it's what you love and what you do, and achieving that goal of getting it done what you want. But they also took a team along with them, and they donated their time. And of course, were these doctors and the team all from UCLA, which is Los Angeles?
Yes, Dr. Blackwell. We actually had the surgery at UCLA, Dr. Blackwell, and then Dr. Azita Day, who's in private practice but has privileges at UCLA. And then they brought a team together that day. So it was about 15 medical people that ended up doing Beloved surgery.
That's amazing. Now, do any of these doctors ever travel with you to MBZ and all these different countries? Do they ever go with you?
Well, they do. The ones that, like my father trained way back when as residents or fellows, now today, for example, our medical director, Dr. Tolson out of UC Davis, he was a fellow like 12 years ago. So today he's our head medical director in Zimbabwe.
So that's how the ball rolls around. You teach them, as we were talking earlier, you teach them young and they come up and then they give back. I want to mention, because we want to get this out there, the Nelson Mandela Children's Hospital. You've got a fundraising coming up on November 4th, and actually down the street from me, Toluca Lake. Now, how can people get in touch with this? And give me a little info on it so we can get, a few people maybe going to this and helping out.
Sure. Well, it should be an amazing event. Let me give you a little background. On my home plane ride from Zimbabwe, I had a layover in Johannesburg, and I thought I would just knock on Nelson Mandela's door. And I did. I went
literally?
Well, not his own personal door, but
his office door, yeah.
And they allowed me to come in, and I think part of that is, the People magazine has a beautiful the Oprah magazine has a beautiful 8-page article of our work in Zimbabwe. And so I ended up spending like 2 days with these amazing women who, just to give you a background, before Nelson Mandela retired, this was his last initiative, was to build a children's hospital for South Africa, which covers Southern Africa, which covers 7 countries from Zimbabwe to Swaziland. And today, you literally would have to get on a plane in South Africa and fly to Cairo, Egypt to get to the 3rd children's hospital in all of Africa, which is simply mind-blowing. So we met, and part of our conversation was that the CEO, who reports directly, she's second in command to Gracia Mandela, Mr. Nelson Mandela's wife, she had never been to the West Coast. And so when we were chatting, I have to say that she was very excited when I invited her to come to the West Coast, and I would host her and connect her with some people that might be able to help this vision. About a year ago, Nelson Mandela threw the first shovel of dirt. They have the land, but they need the funding. And so, of course, they're going to be fundraising globally, probably starting next spring. So I set up an entire week of her meeting some amazing people, and in that we thought, what a wonderful surprise, it is a little bit of a surprise, to honor her at an event. And we have Octavia Spencer, who, if any of you are fans from the hit movie The Help,
Oh, yes, dynamite. Yeah.
She's wonderful. And she's donating her time, which is amazing. And we have some entertainment, and it's a very intimate, kind of warm dinner where Bongi, the CEO of the Nelson Mandela Children's Hospital, will be able to speak. And we just think it'll be a lovely night. So anybody who's interested, we have tickets available on our website. If you go to operationofhope.org, or you can go to tix.com, which is T-I-X, and put in the keyword Mandela, and it'll take you right to the page where you can purchase tickets. So
wonderful. Can I ask you what the price of the tickets are, just so that people can have a little
sure.
idea?
They're $100 each.
That's all?
Oh, we thought that was a lot.
Go up a little bit. yeah, but this is Los Angeles. This is where they have all the money, supposedly. Oh, they did.
Hope you come in, and then maybe you bid on a few of our amazing auction items and help us out, in a bigger way, maybe down the road. But so
this is like the first sort of one starting this, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. And how much money do you have to raise for this hospital, or is it going to be an ever-ending project like most hospitals are?
Actually, it's an incredible project, and the price tag